Justin, I don't know what to say. I'm totally gutted for you. I heard about what happened at the funeral. Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry.
The next person to say that's gonna get smacked.
What's he want?
I was just going.
What was all that about?
Someone else sticking a nose in?
What's he said?
Nothing, he's harmless.
You know he was laughing when he walked away.
Baldwin would be willing to pay to keep something like this a secret.
Forget it.
What?
Hey, you want to blackmail this guy? Fine. But don't drag Maxie into it.
This was my idea. You can't cut me out of it.
Maxie, this is not a game. You blackmail this guy Baldwin, and if you push him, he might push you back.
That's fine. We let Scott think he's being blackmailed by someone else, someone he would never want to hurt.
You have someone in mind?
Lulu Spencer. Not only is she a little brat that needs to be taken down a peg or two, but she's Laura's daughter.
What does that matter?
Scott's been in love with Laura for most of his life.
Right. So in love, he let Laura take the rap for murder. Nice guy. Well, you are just a wealth of information, aren't you?
Well, I am the police commissioner's daughter, which means I hear a bunch of stuff I'm not supposed to.
Well, I like your style. Enlighten me further.
Okay, here's the official story. Laura was about to remarry her ex-husband Luke, so she goes into my family's attic to get her wedding dress. While she's up there, she gets hit with a ton of memories about killing some woman she caught getting busy with her stepfather, Rick Weber, in the attic years before. Laura freaks out. I mean, I wasn't there, but that's a safe assumption.
You know he was laughing when he walked away. You're being serious about what you said earlier?
About what?
About not being finished with this Russ bloke. Because if you need any help, you know I'm by your side.
I don't know. Just for that for that.
We're mates, isn't it? Ah, come on, Dino. Don't be shy. Keep walking. Find out whether or not you're going to get a dig.
Do you think I'm scared of you?
You should be. You really should be.
But just get out of my way, all right?
You gonna make me?
Justin, will you have a word, please? I heard you had a guy in the coal this morning.
So?
So it's not her fault.
Oh, shut it, Dean.
It was her brother who did it, not her. Only an idiot wouldn't see that.
You're dead.
Don't I look great?
Yes, Maddie. We're like the perfect prom couple. Except I'm gay and your boyfriend's in jail.
Oh, don't be like that.
So, did you, were you able to send Casey into the videos?
No, I sent him the one from the end of the night where I told him that I missed him. But, I don't even know if he's gonna get it. He can't have a phone.
Well, at least you have lots of footage now that you can show him when he gets out.
Yeah. Okay, how many of these do we have to collate?
A lot. Look, I'm gonna go make a phone call and see if the new intern would actually come and, you know, intern.
Cut him a break. It's his first day. Maybe he got lost.
Yeah, well, he's already missed half of it.
Hey, can you tell me where I can find Luke Snyder? You.
Me.
Nice to meet you in person.
Do I know you?
You sure acted like you did. I mean, it was a real warm welcome, but considering we've never met, don't you think we're moving a little too fast?
Who are you? And what are you talking about?
Just give me 1 second and all will be clear.
Hi. I don't know if you're ever going to get this, but I wanted you to know that being with you would have made this night everything that it should have been. I think about you holding me, and not to sound sappy, but I keep counting down the days until we can be together. Okay, how did you get that?
Someone sent it to me.
Oh my God, I must have hit the wrong button. I was supposed to send it to my boyfriend.
And not a...
About killing some woman she caught getting busy with her stepfather, Rick Weber, in the attic years before. Laura freaks out. I mean, I wasn't there, but that's a safe assumption. And who should walk in but Rick Weber himself? Laura's obviously upset, so he tries to talk to her, but words are not enough. So he pulls out a needle. Did I mention Rick Weber was a doctor? He tries to dose her. Laura flips into next week because she thinks Rick's trying to kill her, so she picks up a candlestick and pow, hits him right over the head.
Wait, all right. The blackmail would be based upon the theory that Scott Baldwin killed Weber.
I told you that's the official story. What really must have happened is that Scott was there too. I mean, He had to have followed Laura. I would not put stalker behavior past that man. I mean, he walks in on the struggle, gets in the middle of the fight, and kills Rick Weber, accidentally or on purpose.
Baldwin's just got to be choking on guilt. I mean, he leaves the woman he loves alone to take the rap for murder. The guy completely deserves to pay.
Whoa, watch out with that now.
Okay, not that you're a talkaholic by any stretch, but you've been especially quiet since Logan left, and I can't help but think that you think I'm an awful person for suggesting that we blackmail Scott Baldwin. Now, I don't need to tell you that we live in a material world, and I understand that money does not buy happiness, but sometimes it's nice to have a few nice things when you're feeling empty.
I don't know Scott Baldwin. Don't much care what happens to him. All right, maybe he deserves payback. But the person I'm worried about is you.
Why?
All right, now don't get me wrong. Logan is a great buddy, and I trust him with my life. But he is quick to see an angle and quick to work it.
Well, no. You're gonna have to give me an example.
All right, Iraq.
It was her brother who did it, not her. Only an idiot wouldn't see that.
You're dead. Easy, mate. Take it easy. Who are you?
Go away, Foz.
You can't go around smacking people, at least not every day. We'll get some beers, go up the park, and have a chat.
No fucks.
I'm only trying to help.
You think I need help with a freak like you? You want to keep your nose on my business, mate?
You're here early? Yeah, I just wanted some time by myself. Oh, should I go? No, it's fine. I want you here. I'm actually really nervous. And I keep dropping things. You are so gonna rock this musical star. You have an amazing voice. Look here, these are for you. Langston, they are absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I'll find something to put them in. Okay. This should do. Let's see. Here. There. I must have hit the wrong button. I was supposed to answer my boyfriend.
And not a perfect stranger. Well, that's good to know, because to be honest, I thought it was a little bit forward, you know? I mean, real friendly, but forward.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
A little bit. By the way, I'm Noah.
And I'm embarrassed. Maddie, are you the new intern?
Yeah, and I'm off to a great start. I'm really sorry about being late. Getting out of Missouri was more complicated than I thought. Necessary, but complicated.
Hey, don't worry about it. If you just forget about this whole thing, I'll forgive you.
Done.
Okay, good.
You work here too?
Yeah, I do. That's how I had your number. God, I hate modern technology.
Yeah, me too. I mean, think about it. If Jimmy Stewart and Margaret Sullivan both had cell phones, they'd... Sorry, sometimes I forget I'm this complete geek.
No, if they had cell phones, there would be no shop around the corner.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do. I'm actually a geek myself. I even know that Sullivan is Sullavan. This could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. So, heaven can wait. That's okay, fine.
Well, no. You're gonna have to give me an example.
All right, Iraq. You know, basically a place where nobody has anything anymore. All right, there's a booming black market for you name it. Guess who was right in the middle?
Sounds like Logan was enterprising, and you have to give him props for that, right?
Logan just doesn't want to get rich. He's wired by anger about something.
I would imagine war could do that to a person.
All right, Logan was an amazing soldier. You know, he should have made a corporal, even sergeant. But you don't get promoted for punching out superiors.
So you're saying Logan is an edgy bad boy? Aw, Coop. Are you worried I'm gonna end up more attracted to him than you?
I don't think you know how much trouble he could be.
Excuse me. My name's Amelia Jaffe. I'm a news reporter.
Yeah, you were doing an interview with Sam McCall. We saw.
Well, I love a man who's well informed. I'm in the process of following up. Were either of you here for the hostage crisis?
I was.
So was Maxie Jones.
You're good camera candy. Any chance you were around?
It happened before I got to town.
Pity. I think you could spare a few moments later.
I could.
else you need? Mom, nothing you can get me.
Some coincidence, huh?
Oh, sorry. Blair.
Hey, I'll meet you at the gate. Go ahead.
Okay.
Bye. Thanks.
Hey, Mom. Hey, beautiful. I just want to let you know that I landed in Chicago and I want you to break a leg tonight. Thanks. You all set for the show?
And before I got to town.
Pity. I think you could spare a few moments later.
I could probably make myself available.
Excellent. I'll check back with you.
Okay.
Care if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
I'm following up on a story my show is doing on Sam McCall and the hostage situation.
Well, I was separated from the group for most of it, but Sam was definitely brave, and the leader guy, Mr. Craig, he was seriously scary.
I detect a spark of admiration for Ms. McCall.
Well, Sam was a hero, but I would also consider her a friend.
Oh, then you're the perfect person to talk to. What else can you tell me about Sam?
Excuse me? Amelia? Why are you here poking around in my life?
My tenacity, it's the producer's curse. I just happen to think that you deserve a little more exposure.
Grab your 15 minutes and go with it. I would.
Look, it's just when I agreed to do the interview, I thought it was a one-shot deal. It never really occurred to me that you were going to turn it into some big investigative report.
I guess I can see how it would be a little disconcerting considering your past and all.
She actually called you camera candy. Can you believe that? I mean, you know what that means, right? It's like TV lingo.
So, Heaven Can Wait. Like, that's like, okay, fine.
Yeah, but it's no Here Comes Mr. Jordan.
Well, how could it be?
Claude Rains.
Oh, Claude Rains. He is the best, like, absolute best.
What
Love
can
him.
he do?
Casablanca.
Notorious. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
Lawrence of Arabia. Now Voyager.
Casablanca.
Said it.
Has to be said twice.
I'm shocked to find that there's gambling going on here.
Round up the usual suspects.
Okay, who are you and where did you come from? Were we like separated at birth?
You know how weird it is to meet somebody who actually knows what I'm talking about?
Were your parents total movie buffs?
Not so much. I'm an army brat, and we moved around a lot, so for me, movies were always kind of like...
Friends who you could take with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just hope that Oakdale isn't going to be too boring for you.
Boring. I just came from Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. I'm taking my first steps toward my brilliant career. I mean, how can I be bored?
Well, you are going to be a professional collator. Have fun.
Probably not going to be what I want to be, but I'm going to try.
What do you want to be?
Director. Don't laugh, okay?
Hey, I happen to know on the best of authority that Ernst Lubitsch and Victor Fleming were collators themselves.
Really?
Yes.
Idiot. Turns off his cell phone on the first day of work.
This kind of idiot. Hi. Noah Mayer.
Those scripts were supposed to be done 3 hours ago, and those are just an hour and a half late.
At the risk of giving you way too much of a setup, what am I supposed to do with these?
Lulu's no innocent. She's been a real bitch to me, and she's not in any trouble from Scott. And as for Logan, I've never been afraid of a few sharp edges, especially not when I have a hunky piece of camera candy who's watching over me.
Sorry if I overreacted. Training habits die hard, especially the kind that save your life. I didn't scare you, did I?
I've never felt safer in my life.
Stan, it's Max. Come by the hotel as soon as you can. Could be important. Bye.
Quitting time.
Not a moment too soon. I don't like the way Max is staring at me.
Okay, don't go looking for trouble. There's no way Max recognizes you. The only person here who knows how we really met is me. And by the way, I'm really glad we did.
The guy just started working security. Did time in Iraq, and he claims to be new in town. There's just something familiar about him.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'll do a background check. See what I can find.
All right, thanks.
Thanks.
You all set for the show?
Yeah, except for my palms are all sweaty. My mouth is really dry, and my left eye keeps twitching.
You're just a little nervous, but that means you're gonna be great. You just be confident, okay?
Yeah, sure, that's a piece of cake.
Look, I hope I won't freak you out, but I wanted to tell you that I hired somebody to stand in the back of the auditorium to videotape the whole thing.
What?
Yeah, you're not even gonna know he's there. It's gonna be fine.
Mom, why did you do that?
Because I feel really badly because I can't be there.
Hey, you shouldn't. As much as I wish that you were...
She actually called you camera candy. Can you believe that? I mean, you know what that means, right? It's like TV lingo for hot.
I'm glad you're amused.
Aren't you?
No. Big guy over there thinks he knows me from somewhere.
You need to relax, okay? We were in the vault for most of the hostage crisis. Besides, you were wearing a ski mask. There's no way Max would recognize you.
I've been thinking about how innocent people get caught up in things that they never counted on. Like armed robbery, war.
Blackmail. You're funny.
How so?
Well, you helped some international psycho hold a lobby full of people hostage, and you have a problem with my teeny little plan to squeeze some cash out of Scott Baldwin and blame it on Lulu. Let me put your mind at ease. Lulu's no innocent. She's been a real bitch to me, and she's not in any trouble from Scott. And as for Logan, I've never been afraid of a few sharp edges.
Be there.
Hey, you shouldn't. As much as I wish that you were in the audience tonight, if I had a choice between that and Dad coming home safe,
You have worked so hard on this show, and you deserve better.
Hey, don't worry about it, okay? Because you'll be with me in spirit. Right? That is the saying.
You bet I will. Listen, you just sing your heart out, all right? You sing for your daddy.
I will.
And I'll call you as soon as I hear anything.
Please.
Star, I love you.
Just an hour and a half late.
At the risk of giving you way too much of a setup, what am I supposed to do with these?
File them?
Luke, they're gonna be done, and it'll be done in plenty of time. I'm gonna give Noah a tour of the studio.
Why? We're already running late.
Why? Because 1, Kim told me to, and 2, I need to get him in private so I can explain to him that you are not as big of a jerk as you're acting right now. We'll start with the editing room.
Thanks for showing me around.
Sure. I just, one condition. You have to forget what we're gonna forget about.
I'm not sure I can completely forget. I mean, you were pretty arresting on that clip. Like, at first I even wondered if it was one of those online drama series.
Thanks.
But since it seems like it was real life, let me ask you this. Who was supposed to get it? I mean, who is the lucky guy?
I told you, it's for my boyfriend.
Yeah, but where is he that you have to send him clips?
Okay, so are we all done with our tour? Do you think maybe we could actually get some work done?
Sure.
Okay, then I am gonna show you the joys of filing. All right, that way.
Thanks.
Well, thank you for saving me from my moment of jerkdom, and if I do it again...
I'll be here for you.
Same for you.
Thank you.
As I hear anything.
Please.
Star, I love you.
Love you too. One hour to curtain. How you holding up? Better. Good. Because there's some guy outside with a big video camera. Says he needs to come in and get some footage. He said you know something about it? My mom set it up. You can send him in.